everyone. Happy Tuesday. I know I was having so much fun with you guys in the chat for half a second. I'm like, oh, wait, it's 8 o'clock. I got to go. And I'm like, why do the chat when you can have me live? So, hi, everyone. Welcome. It is another Tuesday. Hopefully, everybody had a fantastic week. Yeah, I had a long week. I have to tell you, I feel like I'm exhausted, but you know what? It was all in good fun. So we will talk a little bit about the past weekend that I had. Well, I have two topics for tonight. There is another new program Doordash is testing out in some markets, and then also um someone sent me this shop and deliver and they asked me if I would take it, and I have to tell you, I was on the fence, and I thought we can talk about it tonight and see whether anybody else would have taken this order as well. So that's kind of our agenda for tonight. I do have subscriber mode on, so if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, join in the chat. If you want to sit back, relax, and just listen, that is all good as well. So, so this weekend was jam packed. I flew into Colorado on Friday morning. Steve was there to pick me up, so thank you, Steve, for being a fantastic host. And then we went right to the hotel, and I met so many fantastic people. I feel like it was a whirlwind weekend. GigCon was fantastic. It was great to meet so many drivers, so many content creators. It was just a blast to finally put names with faces and like to actually touch people that they're real and not just on a screen, which was absolutely fantastic. So that was GigCon. Man, there's so many cool people out there. There's so many amazing drivers and so many great stories of drivers. And if that's the one thing I could take away from all of this, is just really getting to know so many fantastic people out there and their stories. And I there's a couple who is driving cross country and dashing cross country, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I met the driver from Hawaii with the over $100,000 he did last year, so he was there. So it was really cool. And then, of course, all of the content creators that were out there. And then the next day was oh, thank you, Thomas. Everybody made it so easygoing. Everybody was there to unite, which I think is what my short was yesterday all about. We all came together and we all had fun, and we all just relaxed and just enjoyed each other's company, which I actually thought was absolutely fantastic. Anyway, also Friday, first of all, also, I feel like I'm all over the place, but, also a big shout out and a thank you to David from Para, the CEO of Para. He's the one who did the Para House, which is where I stayed. So a big thanks to him being my host. And he also invited so many people back on Friday night to the house. And it was just cool hanging out with a whole bunch of drivers and people. And it was just, I was up for 24 hours Friday, and people just kept coming in. I'm like, oh, I really want to go to sleep. And then someone else would come in and be like, oh, I'm really going to go. I really want to go to sleep. But then more people would come in. I'm like, okay, I'm up for 24 hours. It really is time to go to bed. And, you make new friends, and it was honestly a good weekend. In the town hall, Steve put on one heck of an event. I think it was the first that a whole bunch of drivers were in there with 70 Hill. She did a fantastic job really talking about and you can tell she is passionate about sticking up for drivers and, drivers' rights, and, just being there and listening to her speak was inspiration all in itself. And then, I kind of snuck off for a little bit because I saw my opportunity and I spoke to the senator who shot down the bill. So I got his ear for a half hour, which I think is pretty cool. And he was really receptive to listening to us, which I thought was very big of him. And he literally I was showing him screenshots, I was giving him really good examples of what we go through, and honestly I think it was an educational experience for him, and really I think he was really receptive to understanding what drivers go through. So it was just a really amazing experience, and hopefully we made Steve, I'm hoping we made some impact for you over in Colorado. So that was the town hall. But those were my whirlwind couple of days. And then, we went out to dinner on Saturday night, and had an early a flight on Sunday. So I felt like it was a whirlwind of 2 days. But I can't thank, Pedro for putting on GigCon, and Steve for doing a fantastic town hall, and, David from Para. Also, I can't forget about the whole entire Moves financial team was there. They're fantastic. And Solo, if you guys haven't signed up for Solo yet, I feel like everybody should have Solo at this point, but it's in the description of, I think, every single one of my videos and lives. But they were pretty big sponsors as well. So big shout out to all the companies that were there. So that was my whirlwind weekend. And I am so excited that I was a part of it. So Steve, your talent, it was truly amazing. So you're having lunch. You're gonna have to tell me how that is. Hopefully I didn't embarrass you too much, Steve, and hopefully he doesn't say that Kim girl. Oh my God, she can talk. If I think I saved him from a couple of others, so hopefully he doesn't say that. But you're gonna have to tell me how it goes, and hopefully I helped make a little bit of an impact for you in Colorado. Hopefully it was a positive one. So anyway, that was my fun-filled weekend. So I Brian, so hey, I'm assuming, did I speak or did the senator speak? I spoke for a couple of minutes in the town hall, which I thought was awesome. And yes, I got news today. I'm so excited. I shared it with Steve. I am off the curry wait list. So I will hopefully be giving you guys some curry content in the near future. So that's exciting news today. I feel like there's like so much going on. Oh my goodness. Kim looked 4 feet tall. I am short. I am literally 5'2". I am teeny tiny. Everybody was making fun of how small I was, but that's kind of it is. And yes, Hannibal, I think the biggest joke, at least to me, of the weekend was Hannibal and I live literally an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half from each other on a good day with traffic. And it took us to go to Colorado to meet each other. And we're literally like the next state over. Uh, but hey, Hannibal, how's it going? Um, so yay. I like I said, I'm just so excited. I can't tell you how many people we met. I met the amazing Bentley. So that was really cool, from Doordash Diaries. So yeah, like I said, and also, yeah, I think I talked about it briefly, but I also met the driver from Hawaii. His story is absolutely amazing. So more to come from that. I do have his contact information, so hopefully we can do something together in the near future. But that's what it's all about, right? Getting together and really learning from each other. And I think that's kind of the best part about having the experience that we did. So anyway, that was my whirlwind of a weekend. Those of you who were here, I know Chelsea, I thought you were there this weekend. Steve was there. Hannibal was there. I'm trying to think of anybody else that was in the chat that was there this weekend. I'm sorry if I completely missed anybody. Hey, Terry, what's going on? Terry was there. I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of people here. Anyway, obviously Steve was there. Holly. We became quick friends. We bonded this weekend, being in the same house. So, Josh, I'm not going to steal your curry orders. We're not even in the same market. I'm just saying. And if so, it's healthy competition. I'm just saying, you better be quick. I'm just kidding. And Tony, what's going on? Tony was there. Lisa, the driven mom, was there. God, it's so much fun. It was so much fun. I feel like I'm a broken record, but I feel like it was. Yes, Red was there. She is so awesome. Everybody I met is just so freaking awesome. And like the whole Gig Wars team was there, along with Gary from Middleton Technologies. Even though Gary and I have met before, but the whole Gig Wars team was there. And if you guys haven't checked out Gig Wars, you're missing out. So go check out Gig Wars. But anyway, it was a love fest. Anyway, so yeah, I heard you got on too, Tony. It's such good news, such positivity going on. So we have two topics tonight. Let's get into the two topics. So I feel like DoorDash, I don't know about you guys, but I guess maybe because I do a lot of research for all the stuff I have going. I did not test the Tesla. I didn't have time to. Tony did offer. I felt like it just I just didn't have time. So maybe next time, Tony, I promise. But anyway, so I feel like lately DoorDash has been testing so many programs lately, and this one came on my radar thanks to one of you guys. You guys actually left me a comment, and I'm like, what is that? I've never heard of it. So it actually had me do some research, because you know me, I kind of want to know what's going on in the DoorDash world. So when I did a little digging, so just in case this comes to your area. That's why I always share this information. I never want anything to be like a big shock or, ooh, what is that? But supposedly, I did a lot of research on the DoorDash website itself. So this actually comes right from DoorDash. I'm going to put it up on the screen. And I'm sorry, I think this is a little small. So I'm going to read it to you. So it's called DoorDash Delivery Streaks. Is this in anybody's market? If it is, let me know, put it in the chat, or even put it in the comments if you're watching this a little bit later. Did this come to your area? So those of you who don't know what it is, because I didn't know what it is, and I wanted to know what it is. So this is what DoorDash has to say about this new program. So we're piloting a new program that lets you earn more with each delivery with delivery streaks. Dashers in select markets can make extra money by accepting and completing back-to-back deliveries in a row. Earn more as you dash. Get incentives when you accept and complete a consecutive set of orders within a start and end time indicated in your app. Maximize your earning times. The more sets of consecutive deliveries you accept and complete, the more money you will make. And then track your progress. The Dasher app will show your progress as you accept to complete consecutive orders and watch your money grow. So how it works, the delivery streaks will be displayed on your Dasher app on the DoorDash Now screen when available. They will not show up in the promos tab. Tapping on the delivery streak will show you all the details about the delivery streaks, including where to dash to earn your bonus, the offer start and end time, delivery requirements to earn it, and how much you earn after completing your. It got cut off. Sorry. So that is kind of another new program. So I'm going to go on to the next slide because there is more. So you guys get the full breakdown. So the next screen is how it works. Oh, I already did this part, but this is the bottom part. If you can see it, sorry. It's really small and I apologize. I couldn't get it any bigger, but it actually shows you what the screen is going to look like. To me, it kind of looks like when they did those challenges, and that's where you would find it previously. I don't know if they did away with challenges and this is replacing challenges. I'm not quite sure about that, but this right here is what the screen actually looks like. And then the next one, it'll actually, this is what your challenge will actually look like. This one says, accept and complete 4 orders in a row to earn $8. It's $8. And this one was in Chicago market, so Illinois market. And then they can go into frequently asked questions. So did any of you guys get this? Yeah. So I have a couple of thoughts on this. It kind of reminds me of Grubhub's system a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, how many times do you get the Grubhub and they're like, you have to complete 8 deliveries, and then you get $8 and you can only skip like 3. According to this though, you can't skip anything. And if you skip even one, you're out of the earning potential. So to me, this is just another way of DoorDash using some kind of program to get orders delivered. At least that's my that's my opinion on this. I just think they're just coming up with every creative way, and they think that they're giving Dashers more money. But when you really break it down, is $2 per order worth it not being able to decline 8 orders in a row? I guess as a Dasher, you would have to ask yourself that. Does $8 make or break an order? Well, that could be the price of an order if you think about it. So basically, you're only just gaining an extra order by completing 8 deliveries in a, I mean, it was 4 deliveries. Sorry, 4 deliveries in a row. I don't know. I guess that's something you would have to ask. And you would also have to know your area. Is your area good enough that you can get 4 consecutive good orders in a row? That's another thing you would have to ask yourself as a Dasher. I know me and my market, there's actually a really good possibility that this is tangible. But not all markets, this might be tenable for some people. Some people really don't have really great markets for DoorDash, and you might just get crap order after crap order after crap order. And this is $8 might not really be worth it. So I guess you would have to really understand what your market does and how it performs with DoorDash, and whether you would be able to complete these delivery streaks, so to speak. I don't know. I just think it's another bogus way of DoorDash trying to get Dashers to deliver really crap orders. That's just my opinion. And they're disguising it as a delivery streak. So, this is the new program. So, what are your thoughts? Leave it in the chat. I want to hear from each and every one of you. If you're watching this at a different time, leave it in the comment section. Like I said, that's my opinion. When I first saw this, I'm like, oh, this is very Grubhub esque. And then second thing is, I'm like, yeah, they're just trying to get more orders delivered. Are they really trying to fool Dashers into taking consecutive orders by dangling $8 in front of them? Yes, I am always grateful for money that comes my way. Don't get me wrong. I'm a hustler just like the best of them. So, if I'm able to complete 4 orders in a row and it gets me $8, well, then hot darn, give me some $8. But if it's not worth it, it's just not worth it. And I guess as a driver, you guys have to decide if something like this is actually worth this. Josh, I got one a couple of weeks ago. I got a mission from Grubhub, and it was during like a really bad thunderstorm. Maybe that's why I got it, but they do run missions every once in a blue moon here. But they're usually like not worth even doing. Like, they're to me, Grubhub I can't believe I'm going to say this, is worse than DoorDash when it comes to this. I mean, granted, at least with Grubhub, you can skip like two, sometimes three in a mission. They're not letting you skip any in the delivery streak. Grubhub for my area, the last one that I had, I believe it was like $8 if you completed 8 orders, if I'm not mistaken. It was, I'm like, really? Thanks, Grubhub. You're going to throw an extra dollar per delivery I do? Like, that just doesn't sound even right in my eyes, especially with Grubhub and they send you out in the middle of nowhere and like 20 miles away. Nah, to me, Grubhub isn't worth it. And, Thomas, that is a very good point. At least Grubhub is transparent. That is totally true. Fair point. But anyway, I'm not fooled by this program. I don't want anybody else to be fooled by this program. Know your area, know your market, and decide for you as your own person and your own driver if this is something that will make or break that $8 in your pocket. So anyway, that is the new delivery streak if you guys haven't heard about it. And yes, curry is transparent as well. I'm really excited to start curry. I'm excited to see what the payouts are going to be in my market. Steve, I hope my payouts are just as good as yours over in Colorado. Okay. So, moving on. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so the next one is this is not my order. So this is our next topic. Once again, this is not my order. It was actually sent to me because the person wanted to know if I would take this order. And I'll be honest, I had to study this for a while. And I know with DoorDash terms, you can't study screens for a while. And I probably, in the moment, I don't know what I would have done on this. So we're going to get everybody's opinion and what you think of this next order. So it is obviously a shop and pay, 4750, 4.4 miles, LD, 134 items. So let me know in the chat right now, yes or no, would you have done this? Would you have taken and shopped and delivered this order? So leave it right now. If you're watching in the replay, leave it in the comments. I want everybody to give me their opinion on this. Thank you, Thomas. Much appreciated. And it's good. As much as it is so much fun to go away, it is always good to be home. So thank you. Instant decline. So, okay. This is how, and I feel like sometimes these can be fun learning moments for all of us because I feel like we would have a mixed opinion on this. And there's a lot of heck no's, there's a lot of maybes. There's is there even a yes? I don't even know. Did someone say yes yet? A lot of maybes, a lot of heck no's, insta decline. Okay. So maybe I'm the only crazy person. I might have taken this. And you're probably thinking, really? And I'm like, yeah, I might have. So these are my conditions of what I would have maybe taken this order. I don't know how many cases of water because obviously you don't know until you accept the order what is in the order itself for DoorDash. So I don't know what's in the order. The reason why I might have said yes to this It would depend on the time of day. If it was morning to before like 10:30, 11 o'clock, I might have done this order. Because when you really think about it and break it down, yes, 134 items is a crazy amount of items. I think that's what everybody is shying away from. I'm going to say 134 items is probably going to take me an hour and a half to shop on a good day, provided there is not too many substitutions. Aldi is hard shopping if you do not know the store. If you know your Aldi, then I think I could do this in an hour and a half. I think if I could do this in an hour and a half and be to the customer's door in 2 hours, you just completed almost $50 in 2 hours, which means you would have completed $25 an hour during a slow time if this was during the morning. If this was during, I'll be honest, if this was during a lunch rush or even a dinner rush, I think I could have done better on food delivery. Then I would not have taken this order. But if it was during a slow time, I might have thought about doing this order. Am I like the only crazy person thinking about I would have done this order? I think I might be. I don't know. But Soda, where are you? You're usually my backup when it comes to shop and pays. But anyway, it's just interesting to me when you see a couple of like these one-off orders because they flash a lot of money in front of your face. And then you're like, $47. That is a lot of money. But then I feel like I ration myself or rationalize with myself, I should say, okay, well, how long is this going to take me to complete? And I think this is where a lot of decisions need to be made. Um, when you're looking at shop and delivers. I did a short today. If you guys haven't seen it, but I did a short today. I took a shop and deliver last night. It was one of my slowest nights of the week. Mondays are always one of my slowest nights. And it was 15.75. It was only 6 items. I'm like, heck yeah, $15 on a really slow night. Let's go shopping. So I feel like sometimes shop and delivers can definitely be worth it if you look at it time versus money. And then, in my opinion, look at miles as well. So that's usually how I personally look at shop and delivers. How long is it going to take me? Is the money worth the time investing into doing a lot of these shop and delivers? They can add some good chunks of change onto your day if you do them quickly and efficiently and they don't take time out. 2 hours is a pretty good chunk of your day. I just don't know whether I know during the afternoon and I also know during the evening I can make more on food delivery. So I would probably turn it down during those types of times. But hey, slow times, bring it on. I have nothing else to do. But anyway, so those were my well, that was my last topic, I should say. And then those are my two topics for tonight. Yeah, like I said, I feel like it's just been a whirlwind of like the past 2 weeks. But you know, Josh, that is a very good point. What if it's on the third floor of an apartment? Man, you would be screwed if that was the case. Honestly, before I even shopped it, I would look at the address and look at the delivery notes before I went shopping. That's another thing I do on almost every single delivery. I always look, and this is food delivery, this is shop and deliver. I Before I go into anywhere, whether it is a restaurant or whether it is a grocery store, I always look at the delivery address so I know where I'm going. And I also always look at the drop off notes. So that way I am not like what am I getting myself into? And if it's really, really bad, then I'll be like, nope, sorry, unassign. And I don't understand. It has to be pretty bad for me to unassign. A third floor apartment with 134 items to me is really bad, and I would unassign. I don't know DoorDash's rhyme or reason behind who's invited into large order program or not. It literally took me until it took me until last year. So I was on DoorDash for 4 years before I even got onto the large order program. So I don't know. I don't know DoorDash. Who knows DoorDash's rhyme or reason behind half of the stuff they do, or who they pick and who they don't pick. I don't know, but at first I didn't like. I think I even ignored it first go around because I'm like, I don't know what is this. I don't understand what it is. And then they emailed me again. I'm like, oh, maybe I should actually really pay attention to understand what this is. But um, yeah, it's and who even knows with this new tier program what's going to happen with a lot of our markets and how the large order program will get rolled into the tier program. So, I feel like a lot of our market's fates are in the future. Hey, Dasher Benj, how are you? Um, yeah, I never got one that big as well. So I don't know. The biggest thing I've gotten lately is those multiple drop off orders for DoorDash. And I got that once, but yeah, tier isn't here yet, knock on wood, as well. It should be interesting on where and when it keeps getting rolled out. So stay tuned. Really? But Sody are back on DoorDash? Did I totally miss that? Oh, and I kind of feel like I kind of need the scoop and I missed that. See, I leave for a couple days um but Soda's back on DoorDash. I feel like I missed so much. Oh. So anyways, that is kind. Oh, and it's your old account, so they reinstated your old account, but Soda? Really? Oh, I feel like I need to know the details of this. Good. Congratulations, Butt Soda. That's awesome. Well, welcome back to the DoorDash world. So do you guys have any questions for me? Anything that I can possibly answer for you in the next couple of minutes this evening before I go? Anything about GigCon, anything about the town hall? Um, anything else, much as I can talk about DoorDash, not that I'm the biggest expert there is out there. Um, I have a new video being released tomorrow on something that's happening in another market that shocked the what out of me, and I was not happy about it. So wait for a video to be released tomorrow. Oh man. Yeah. Wait for the video. I don't know one dasher who would be happy with what's happening in a market that I have. So what do the politicians have to say at the town hall? Stephanie Vigil, who's state representative, she's the one who's fighting for drivers' rights. She is so passionate. I know she's, I don't know if she's a freshman anymore, but she's pretty new to her role. But, she really understands what is happening with drivers and what drivers go through because she was a driver like herself. So the bill that she tried to get passed was really for really helping drivers with the transparency part of it and also wrongful deactivations, which was the part that I spoke about. So, she's really trying to help drivers in a positive way against the companies. And a lot of times, politicians don't quite get a lot of stuff that drivers go through. So that is what is we're happening. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Okay, so oh, I'm sorry, but soda. You want to see the LD order? Okay, hold on for 1 second. Let me go back. Oops, wrong one. But soda, this one's for you. This has your name written all over it. 47, 50, 134 items from Aldi. So, but soda, this one's for you. Would you have taken this? Yes or no? That's the order. I told you, like this says like your name written. This is like a Bud Soda special right here. Anyway, so that is what Stephanie really was trying to convey. This senator who was here, he was really there to listen and to really gain a lot of knowledge on what we all had to say and what we were going through because when I personally was talking to him, there was a lot of things that he really didn't know about deactivations, about hidden tips. He didn't even know that tip baiting on Uber Eats was even a thing. Sorry, wrong way. Um, but he was really receptive. Like I said, I showed him many of my screenshots about hidden tips, the good, the bad. I showed him a lot of orders where 275 going 10 miles, 275 going 7 miles. So, I think he finally understood it once like it's to me when you show someone actually foolproof opposed to just listening to someone who's never done any of these apps before, like it's kind of goes through one ear and like out the other because they don't really comprehend it, at least to me, in my opinion. So when I was actually showing screenshots of some of the stuff that, and Zach was with me, that we were trying to tell him, then if I'm like, it's almost like, oh, wow, really? Like a lot of stuff he was unaware of that happens in our gig community. So it was very, I think it was very beneficial. It was, to me, I feel like, I don't know whether we made Steve will tell us when he meets with the senator next week whether we made an impact. I hope that we did. I hope, I think I said in my speech, it just takes one voice to turn into 100, to turn into 1,000, and then even hopefully a couple of 100,000s to really make a difference. So hopefully my little tiny voice helped Steve out in Colorado, and hopefully maybe even we pave a little bit of a way for future of politics and the gig economy. So okay, so that was that. Hopefully I answered that question correctly. And also, I was excited. I actually texted Steve. I showed Stephanie the Dash routes and what I've uncovered about Dash routes with DoorDash. And she actually emailed me yesterday because she actually had no idea that it existed and was very grateful that she got pointed in the right direction. So that was actually really cool as well. So hopefully we made a little bit of an impact this past weekend. So that was that. Any other questions before we wrap up tonight? I feel like I'm gonna crash tonight. I feel like I've been crashing like these past couple of nights. Granted, I still have a little bit more work to do before I do call it evening, but man, I don't know whether it's the time difference and whether it's kicking my butt, but like these past 2 nights, I feel like I've been like, and I've been like knocked out as soon as my head hits the pillow. But hopefully, everybody got home safe and sound. And those are my experiences that you know, I hopefully gave you guys the best experiences I possibly can. KOP GigCon. Wow. That would be interesting. Yeah, I said Atlantic City, Josh. I was trying to, while I was there, I was trying to convince Pedro. I'm like, Atlantic City, because he wants to do it on the East. At least he says he wants to do it on the East Coast next year. So I was trying to convince him Atlantic City. I'm like, you have the beaches, you have gambling. If you're on the casino floor, you have free alcohol. What more do you want? And you have all these halls everywhere. There's tons of restaurants to choose from. There's so much to do. um I hope everybody next year can join us. I think it's worth going. It is worth just even connecting with different drivers and different people. And I think what I really got out of it is everybody has their own story, everybody is their own driver, but really talking and listening to people, it was a pretty awesome experience. You need the town meeting around the crap sale. There you go. That, hey, Senator, come play craps and listen to us talk at the same time. I don't think that would kind of go over too well, but good luck. Good luck trying to get there. Yeah, well, they do have some strip clubs too. I wasn't kind of going that way, but okay, well, we can go there, I guess. You know, Denver was awesome. I've never been further. Well, I guess Texas is further west. I think that's the furthest west I've ever been. So going to Colorado, seeing the mountains and oh my god, it was breathtaking. So just the scenery alone was worth going. I said I'm gonna have to go back at some point, and I feel like there's so much that I missed and so much to do that it'd be nice just to kind of go back and visit and really figure it out. And East Coast GigCon, we'll have to try to convince Pedro to do East Coast next year. I told him, I was trying to convince him, there are so many people over this way that really wanted to go. It would be really nice to, move it eastward to the East Coast. So anyway, that was that. So, unless you guys have anything else for me, so Brian, you would go to the East Coast. Yeah, I think there would be a lot of people who would be really interested in going to the East Coast, even if it's, Josh, this would be right up your alley, even if it's Philly, Atlantic City. They were talking Nashville. For me, Nashville's, in my opinion, still far away. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see but they were also, hey, Red, how are you? You missed it. I talked about you in the beginning and how nice it was to meet all of the Gig Wars team. So anyway, yeah, it would be awesome if we can give him. He was talking about starting it like now for next year. So I don't know. We'll see. I will keep you guys informed. Hopefully, if I know where we're going to have it. So my rest of my week, this is what it looks like. Tomorrow is Money Hungry. We have Bryce from Solo joining us. I'm really excited for him. He was on my show a couple of months ago, and it was a great conversation. So if you are looking for more information on Solo, he will be there to answer any questions that you guys might have. Not only that, Bryce is a really awesome person to talk to. So great conversation. So I can't wait for tomorrow night for Money Hungry. So that's that. I'm trying to think what else. Thursday is the Rodeo Roundtable on Steve's channel. So don't forget to go check out us at 9 p.m. for the Rodeo Roundtable. That's 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, if I got the time zones correctly. So that was that. I think that's really it. And then rinse and repeat, and we'll be back here next Tuesday. So once again, don't forget to subscribe if you are new here and coming here for the very first time. Also, everybody in the chat, before you leave today, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. And guys, if you're driving, please stay safe out there. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday or in the next video. Bye, everyone.